It's Ronnie. I got my head from my 2.3 Lima back. New valve seats, everything. It's mint. I finally got it milled one thou off it. But I'm running into some neat, interesting shit with this comp cam stuff. I got a $380 comp cam I'm going to have to check out real close because I got comp cam supposedly for $120 for 8 long slot rockers. Here's the factory rocker. Here's the comp cam one. See that slot? The comp cam stops right there. There's factory. It's that much longer on the 78. You have to have a long slot so you don't bind the crank camshaft on the valve. And then here is a factory that'll handle 6,000 RPM lifter. Hydraulic, I can push it in and out with my thumb. Here is the open box comp cam lifters, jam tighter than shit. I'm going to have to do some checking, but yeah, just pay attention. Aftermarket comp cam's expensive. This will not move if I push my whole weight on it. And they're open box. It looks like they were installed by the marks on the tips. And then somebody overcranked it, just turned it over by hand and jammed every one of them, apparently. And that's not good. So, yeah, it was open box. I got the receipt. I'll send them back. I will probably just go to these old lifters that will take 6,000 RPM that are mint and spec out brand new, or order a new set, which will be not near the quality as these from 1978. But yeah, keep an eye on that. These are the long slot rocker arms. These are the factories from 1978. Look at how much longer the slot is on the factory than the supposedly special long slot rockers. Same 1.69 ratio. So I'm going to have to do a lot of checking when I put this head together. This head has $1,000 in it. And I'm going to make sure it's right. And if stuff ain't working right, I'm going to go. I'll have to change the rockers. I'll find Fords somehow, factories, or not comp cams, because if that's a long slot rocker arm, why is the factory almost a quarter of an inch longer yet? You see that? See that? See that? That's a comp cam long slot rocker arm. This is a factory one. It's longer. You got $1,000 into something, you take the time to make sure it's all going to work correct. That isn't making any sense to me right now. Could be marketing wanking their line. I don't know. Comp cams? I'm going to mic out that whole camshaft. That's $380. Every lobe, everything on it. And it better be spec or it's going to go back. And I'll find a different camshaft that takes me another month. I want the stuff perfect and it's supposed to be right. But yeah. Long slot rocker arms. There's the $120 rocker arms. Here's the $9 a piece rocker arms, which would be, $70. Ford. That's a long slot. This is not. I don't know. I said the lifter, Ford hydraulics from 1978 that will handle all kinds of spring pressure. You can move. Comp cam, I think, has been installed and jammed, and that's why they're open box. And they put them in and turned the shit over and jammed them. And I think they're all locked tight and slammed because they were at an angle. And if they used those supposed long slot rockers on a high lift cam that were that short, that would have jammed everything and buggered these. So I'll let you know how it goes. Yeah, I had $1,000 just in a 4-cylinder cast iron head, and it's going to be right. Hopefully the cam specs, I can take care of all this other crap and find factory Fords, I'm sure, somewhere and pay a mint for them. And they'll handle 6,000 RPMs. I'm not going to be running over 5 in an emergency. Just crazy. I'll never be running over probably 4,000 to 4,500 max ever. And these will take 6 grand. And that's a long slot. That's not. They said they're long slots. At least they should match, you think? But they're supposedly 1.69 ratio. Don't believe anything you buy that's brand fucking new from any company, even the Chevy, Ford, whoever, the factory made parts that you got to buy again. You check everything. I'll look into it. Yeah. Yeah, if I get set back another week or two. For $1,000, this thing is going to be correct. The head is going to be perfect. When I finish the block, it's going to be perfect. I don't screw around and just grab parts, they say, and then just throw them in there and then explode shit in the first freaking 200 miles. Peace. Love. Have a heart. Have a heart. God's bless. Yeah, that's pretty wonky. The lifters won't collapse like they're supposed to. And the long slot rockers actually have a shorter slot than the factory ones. So they don't bite. Yeah. Cool breeze. I'll get back to you on it. I'll mic them all out and figure it out. Ciao.